keep, and I'm going to give you some questions to think about. Then I'm going to look at phrasal verbs with keep. We can do some speaking practice, so I'll give you the opportunity to join in and try some examples. Then I have a little quiz with the phrasal verbs with keep. Then I have some idioms with keep. And then to finish up, I have a few more quotes with keep. Okay? So starting off, these are the quotes that I picked for today. The first one is by Walt Whitman. So he said, keep your face toward the sunshine and the shadows will fall behind you. That's a really nice one. He's a really famous poet. The next one is just, I think everybody knows this, keep calm and carry on. There you have another one. It's keep calm and carry on. Number 3, this is really common, okay? It's from The Godfather Part 2. Hello, Monica. Hello, Alina. Hiya. So this one is keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Okay, it's really, really common. Then there's one by Winston Churchill. I think you all know who he is. It's attributed to him, but there is some debate about this, about who really said it. It was, if you're going through hell, keep going, he said, apparently. Okay. Hello, TGP. And the 5th one, it's by Oscar Wilde. So I don't know if you know, but he's also Irish, like me. And he said, keep love in your heart. A life without it is like a sunless garden when the flowers are dead. Okay, it's a really, really nice one by Oscar Wilde. So some food for thought before we start. You can ask yourself, just move the text to the right. To the right of the screen. Thank you so much, Adam. Once to the right. There's actually not any space for me to move it right, so there isn't. Unless I make it a little bit smaller. Give me a sec. How's that now? Is that any better? Yeah, no, you're great. You're awesome. Yeah, thanks. Is that better? Guys, can you see that now? No, move it a little bit. Okay. Like this. How's that? Is that better? Perfect? Yeah? Awesome. Thank you so much, Adam. That's great. No, thanks for telling me. Thanks for telling me. I know sometimes it's like off center or something. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Adam. Okay. Hi, Barbie. Okay. Hi. All right. So, number 5, good luck. Thanks. You too. So, keep love in your heart. A life without is like a sunless garden. Okay, that's by Oscar Wilde. So, my questions for reflection are, what is the meaning of keep? I'm an English teacher too. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Maybe we can do like a joint live someday if you want to. That would be fun. And people can ask us some questions. Or, yeah, it'd be cool. We can talk about, I don't know, life as an English teacher. Maybe, yeah, that would be awesome. You can send me a DM. Hi, Cece. Okay, so food for thought. Hi. So what is the meaning of keep in each sentence? So we're looking today, guys, at keep. I picked everything with keep. Maybe I can post this in the chat. So that's kind of my plan for today, is to do things like focusing on keep. So I picked 5 quotes that I liked, which are these ones. And maybe I'll also post those in the chat for fun. No? So that you have them there. Don't forget, we have a WhatsApp group now, guys. So if you'd like to be in the WhatsApp group, you can let me know. Okay, maybe this is too much. Yeah, I think this is too much to post. It's too big. Can I post one by one maybe? Oh yeah. Did it appear? Yeah. That's 2 in case you want to check them out. So, and this one is too big. Okay, so definitely a limit about how many words a person can put in the chat. That's why, yeah, if you want to be in our WhatsApp group, you can let me know. Okay, because I'm going to post all these notes in the WhatsApp group after. They're the quotes anyway, look, and you can see, hi Vadim, hi Ines, does not leave something. Hi Ines, let me just read what you wrote. Keep equals not to leave something or someone to go away from. Yeah, it can do, exactly Ines. Yeah. Keep has quite a few meanings, and that's for sure a possible meaning, Ines. Yeah, good job. Also, one advice, try to use different background because students find it hard to see chat on white. Oh yeah? Hi. Okay, Ines. Yeah, thank you, Ines, for participating. Okay. The whole thing about the background, thanks, Adam. I haven't actually, I should check which background color would be the best. Do you have any recommendations? You can let me know if you know any good color schemes for this. That would be awesome. Yeah, so from those, my questions were, what is the meaning of keep in each sentence? Okay, because it's different in each sentence. Then another one is, do you agree with the quote? You can ask yourself. Also, can you think of examples from your own life? And then a nice one is, can you paraphrase the quote using different verbs? So that's a really nice exercise, I think, for advanced students, you know? Okay, so let's move on to our phrasal verbs, right? The first one is keep up, okay? The first meaning of keep up, hi Rita. The first meaning of keep up is to maintain a level. To maintain a level, standard or pace. Okay? For example, you need to keep up your English practice if you want to improve. So in this case, it means maintain. Right? So think of like holding something up. So if I have, let me see, something that I can balance, maybe I can use this. So imagine I have this here, this is my English practice, no? So if I don't hold it up, maintain it, it could fall down. So I need to kind of do something to keep it up. So to make sure that it doesn't fall down, I need to keep it up. Okay? I hope that makes sense. That's one meaning, to maintain something. The second meaning is move as fast as someone or something. So you can imagine that you're running in a running race, and if you are able to stay with the other people in the group, you are keeping up. Actually, this happened to me yesterday. I was in a running race and I got a stitch. Does anybody know what a stitch is? It's like this annoying pain in your abdomen when you're running. And it was horrible. And honestly, I couldn't keep up with my friend. I fell behind. So my friend continued faster and I needed to slow down. Shawn Mendes song. ICC. I need to. I'm blanking out now on this. Shawn Mendes song, Keep Up. Hang on. If I open YouTube, can I check which one it is? Maybe not here. I'm going to check after. Shawn Mendes. I'm sure I know this song and now I'm just blanking out. I'm writing it down. Stitches. Oh, Stitches. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Needing stitches. Okay. It's true. Well, yeah. The same rhythm. Okay. The same as rhythm. Keep up. Keep up the rhythm. Yeah. Keep up the pace, Ines. Yeah. Keep up the pace. Keep up the rhythm. Exactly. So I got a stitch. Not the same as the 1cc. I think the 1cc speaking about is when you have surgery and the doctor needs to give you stitches. But a stitch is also if you eat the wrong thing before you do sports, especially swimming. That's why you should never swim after you have eaten, because you can get a pain in your abdomen and you can't move very well. Well, this happened to me yesterday and I couldn't keep up in the race. I fell behind. I finished the race, but my time, I was really disappointed with my time. I couldn't keep up with my friends. I couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep up with the group. Yeah, it was a bit depressing, but it happens to everybody. Yeah. So, for example, I walk too slowly to keep up with my friends. So my friends are walking. They're in front of me, and I can't keep up. Okay. So you can imagine running beside someone and staying up with them. So they're here running, and you're staying up with them. Meaning 3 is stay informed about something. For example, thanks guys. For example, it's hard to keep up with the latest technology. Okay, so this is like you're trying to stay up to date. This is true. It's hard to keep up, like an update. Yeah, Rita, exactly. Like an you get updates. Updates help. It's the noun. Updates help us keep up to date. So update is a noun. Help us keep up to date. Yes, exactly. Good job. Well done. Okay, help. This should be us. Help us update. Help us keep up to date. Super. So that's the first one, right? This is keep up. It's really, really common, and I should put in here also. Definitely from B2, you should know this one for sure. Okay, this is really, if anybody is doing a B2 exam or something, keep up is a must. Okay. So number 2, keep on. So the first meaning I picked for today is to continue doing something. Continue doing something. For example, she kept on studying. She kept on studying after midnight. So this means she continued studying after midnight. Kelle, exactly, Rita. I was just thinking of carry on. Yeah, I was thinking of that in my mind and I didn't write it, but you were thinking the same thing. Exactly. Keep on, carry on. Yes, go on. Okay, she went on studying. Yes. Brilliant, guys. Good job. All synonyms. Really nice. So she kept on studying after midnight. So you can remember the action stays switched on or turned on. Okay, so when you have on, switched on, turned on, keep on, it's like to continue, doesn't stop, keeps going. Second meaning is to persist despite difficulties. Okay, so it's really similar. Keep on trying. You'll succeed eventually. Keep on trying. So it's like try and you fail, try and you fail, try and you fail. But then you just we say a lot, keep going, keep on going. I'm going to put this here actually for you. Keep going, keep on going. People say this a lot in running races. They'll shout like, keep going, don't stop. Yeah, determined. Exactly, Rita. T-O-R-M-I-N-E-D. To be determined. Very exactly. Yeah, well done. To be determined. For example, keep on trying, you'll succeed eventually. Memory tip, so don't turn off the engine, keep it on. Okay, so imagine your car, you don't stop. Maybe you have to stop because there's a traffic jam or you have some issue with the car or whatever, or there's something blocking the road, but you don't turn off the car. You slow down, but then you keep going. Don't turn off the engine, you keep going. Number 3 is keep away. Keep away. So anything, I think a lot of people know like far away. Yeah, so you are here and this thing is away. No, we have a lot of phrasal verbs and phrases with away, like go away, leave me alone. Very typical, no? When kids are angry, they say, go away, leave me alone. It's like put distance between me and you. Okay? Put distance. Distance between. Put distance between. So, meaning one, stay at a distance. Stay at a distance. For example, keep away from the fire. Keep away from that dog. Okay? Keep away from the broken glass. Yeah, keep away. Keep away from it. So move away and stay there. Not to approach. Don't approach. Don't approach. Exactly the opposite. Don't approach. Stay away. Yes, stay away. Brilliant, Rita. Brilliant, Ines. Good job. Well done. Yeah. So keep away from the fire. Keep away from the dog. Keep away from the broken glass. So move away and say that. Yeah. Meaning number 2 is to prevent someone or something from approaching. So this spray keeps away mosquitoes. This spray keeps away mosquitoes, right? So it keeps them, maintains them at a distance. It puts distance between you and them. For example, it pushes things away from you. So it pushes things away from you. Okay. Sometimes people say as well, like don't stay away. Don't keep away. Don't stay away. Okay. One apple keeps away. Aye, Vadim, what a good one. I love it. Very good job. I'm going to write that down. So well done, Vadim. I love that one. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. Good job. Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks so much. I'm gonna put that here. I put it in red, like for the apple. So nice. Yeah, love that. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Keeps the doctor distant. It's not necessary. Such a good one. Okay. Then we have keep off. Keep off. So this means to stay off a surface or area. Keep off. Now, when I was preparing this, I did notice that in a lot of sentences, I use keep out. So I Googled it, I was searching for it, and keep off, we still use it, but it's less common nowadays than it was in the past. Yesterday, guys, I mentioned I was running in a running race, and it was a trail race. So there was a lot of dust, and my throat is a bit funny now. Keep one's distance. Yeah, exactly. That would be up here in S. Good job. That's for keep away. I'm going to put it in here. Keep one's distance. Yeah, I'm a little bit hoarse. Ronca, H-O-A-R-S-E. If anybody speaks Spanish, I'm a little bit hoarse today. Okay. So keep off, right? This means, first meaning is stay off a surface or area. For example, please keep off the grass. At my university in Cork, there was like a superstition. There was some grass in the main campus, and they said that if you hadn't graduated, you needed to keep off the grass. Otherwise, it was really, really bad luck. So it was quite funny. So all of the people studying who hadn't graduated and received their degrees, everybody was totally paranoid about keeping off the grass. Nobody would walk on the grass in the main square of the university. So yeah, memory tip, your feet stay off it. Okay, so you're not allowed to put your feet on the grass. The second meaning of keep off is to don't step on it. Yeah, exactly, Rita. Good job. Yeah, Don't step on it. Yes, exactly. Well done. Good job. Meaning to avoid consuming or using something, right? So, for example, the doctor told him to keep off alcohol. Now, in this case, I think it's also very common nowadays to say stay off. Stay off alcohol, or stay off sugar, or cut out is really common. It comes up a lot in B2. Cut out alcohol. Eliminate alcohol from your diet. Eliminate alcohol from your diet. Alcohol or sugar or whatever. I would use cut off. Yeah, cut. You would use cut off, Alex? Cut off alcohol? No es la comunidad acaba de subir de rango. Really? TGP? What does that mean? Keep up? I'm not okay. TGP, you are so sweet. I'm not acabo de subir de rango. What does this mean? This is a heart or something. I'm new now to this, so I'm not sure what that means. But I guess it's a good thing, right? Okay. Now, Alex, I would use cut off. Now, could you give me an example with that, Alex? Because I don't... Cut off is a bit different. Cut off is different here. You have to... I mean, the phrasal verb that I would use is cut out. Is to eliminate. I need to cut off. Okay. Okay. So we would change that one, Alex. Not cut off. Okay. You need to say cut out. Cut out alcohol, Alex. Cut off is different. Maybe I can put a note here. Cut off is, I hear cut off when somebody stops suddenly. Yeah, cool. Okay. But cut out sugary drinks from part of a diet. Yeah, cut out sugary drinks. That's a great job, Cole. Hang on now. Okay, so what Cole said is a really good example. I would like to add it here. So he said, the doctor told me to cut out sugary drinks. This is correct, and it's a super example. It means eliminate. Okay, doctor told. Yeah, as opposed to cut down on. The doctor told me to reduce sugar. This doesn't mean eliminate fully, it means reduce. Right? So we have cut out is eliminate completely from your diet, like cut out. Cut down on sugar, cut down on, that means reduce. You can still continue having a bit. That's reported speech. I'm Ariadis, yeah. You can still reduce it, but it's and eliminate is cut out. Now, cut off. Right. Cut off. Cole, Alex, I'm coming back to your one, okay? Cut off is in traffic. It's also different, okay? So, that car just cut me off. Yes, that means I was driving in this direction and a car like drove in front of me aggressively and I wasn't able to continue in the direction I wanted to continue. So this is to cut someone off. Yeah, the police do it a lot to criminals. The police will try to cut off a criminal that is trying to escape. Right, good job, Cole. Now, back up to Alex here. I need to cut off alcohol. Okay, Alex, I think that you should change that now in your mind. Okay, cut off alcohol. ALCOHOL. So we don't want to say that. We want to say cut out. Where's Alex's comment? I've lost it. I need to cut out alcohol. Or I cut off on. You're thinking of cut down on. I need to cut down on alcohol. Again, that means reduce. Not eliminate, but reduce. Thanks, guys. I don't know what that is, but something is flashing at me. I think it's a good thing. Thank you so much. So, Alex, this is the one that you need here. I need to cut down on alcohol, not cut off alcohol. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Rita, give up. Did I add this in here? That's the same as this one. Give up alcohol. That's the same. I want to give up alcohol. COHOL. That means eliminate completely, right? To give up. Brilliant. And then, can I cut someone off or cut from someone? Hi, Victoria. Victoria, you can cut someone off. Absolutely. Wilfred is worthy. Hey. This is getting out of control. Victoria, you can say, maybe I can't type all of this. I'll have to just say it quickly. Yes, so cut someone off, you can. It means to stop speaking to someone completely. To cut someone off means to stop speaking to someone completely. Okay, Victoria? Cut down or cut back on, reduce. Yeah, good job, Wilfred is worthy. Cut down on or cut back on are the same, yeah. Good evening, okay, cool. Hey, Dean. What's up? Have I missed any here? Cut. Some people might say give up something for a new. Yeah, Cole, exactly. Some people might say give up something for or cut out something for a New Year's resolution for sure. Dean, can we also say to desist? Yes, you can. Desist, no. Desist is usually for the police. That's back to our criminal example. Cease and desist. It's a legal term telling people to stop doing something. To cease and desist, normally from the police or lawyers, to stop doing something completely. Thanks for making sense. I said, cool, Alex, awesome. That was a really good question. Really, really good question. Cease and desist. Wilfred is worthy. I would strongly recommend cutting back on sugar. Yeah, good job, Wilfred is worthy. I would strongly recommend cutting back on sugar. So would I. So would I. Bartek, hello, Bartek. Is there any difference between desist and abstain? Yes, I think so. So when you're abstaining, I think it's when you decide to do it yourself. So I decide personally, whereas desist is, I think, when you're ordering someone to stop. I'm going to double check that, but I'm pretty sure, Bartek, that's the difference. Abstinence is when you decide for religious reasons or whatever not to do something. But desist, it's often the police telling you to desist. They're telling you that you must stop. One is a command, one is a choice. Yeah, that's what I think, Cole. Yeah, that's what I think. I'm going to double check after, but I'm pretty sure that desist is a legal term. For example, if somebody is harassing you, you might go to a lawyer and the court, I believe so, yes, okay. And the court might send them, you're so welcome, Bartek, yeah. And the court might send them a letter saying you must desist. They're ordering you to stop harassing that person or following that person, or they might even tell you you can't come within 500 meters of that person. So that's a cease and desist, as far as I know, okay? But it's a really, really good question. So, meaning number 3, prevent something from touching a surface. Reminds you of my past. Hello, Claire Bonnie. Yeah, so this jacket keeps off the rain. Now, when I was preparing this, I thought this was really interesting. In Cambridge, they do use this. So, keep off means to prevent from getting inside also. But I think it's a bit old. Me, for example, I often use here keep out. I often use keep the rain out in some cases, so it depends. Keep the rain out. Especially in the example that I give later when we're speaking about the rain. But yeah, it's keep off is to prevent something from touching another surface. Like a jacket, for example, or an umbrella, waterproof coat, yeah. Cole, that I personally use keep out, but in my Cambridge books they were using keep off, which sent me down the rabbit hole of reviewing this. The home keeps out the cold. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. This insulation is fantastic. It really keeps out the cold. Rita, awesome. One. Yeah, Ines, waterproof. Exactly. Waterproof coat. Yeah. So keeps out the rain, keeps off the rain. Umbrella keeps it off your face. You know, because for me it was funny when I was reading about it. I was saying for myself, you know, if you're wearing a hat, for example, it keeps the rain off your face because I can see my face as a surface. And a table or a car or whatever, I can say like keep off. But then I felt like my body, when I'm wearing a coat, for me I would say keep out, like as if I was like a home, you know. So yeah, it's interesting, but you can use both. Hat, gloves, and coat keep things out. Yeah, they keep out the cold. Exactly. Hat, gloves, and coat. Cold. Yeah, they keep things out. Yeah. Brilliant. So the rain stays off you. Do you post a notice saying when your next live will be? Hi, Maria. Maria, we have started like maybe 2 weeks ago. Because of this issue, we started a WhatsApp group. So if you'd like to be in our WhatsApp group, I just post in the WhatsApp group when I'm going live, and then I post the notes or I share the notes that I use in the live in the WhatsApp group. If you'd like to be in the WhatsApp group, you can send me a message on TikTok with your WhatsApp number, and I can add you to the group. Because a lot of people were mentioning that I went live and they missed it or they didn't know. So that's the best way I have for telling people. So if you'd like Maria to be in that, you can send me. Okay, cool. Awesome. This is my first live that I have seen from you. Oh, thanks, Cole. Yeah, I just started a few weeks ago. I'm kind of new to this, so I'm just getting going. But people are being so nice. Yeah, and we had a good experience. Dean, one person recommended letting people communicate or interact. So we did that for the first time on Friday with Cece, and she came on, she called me and she came on and she answered some questions, and it was really, really a lot of fun. So yeah. Yeah, Cece's here. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, glad to have you, Cole. And your questions have been super so far. Keep out, no trespassing. Yeah, absolutely. Keep out, no trespassing. Exactly. So the sign says keep out. Exactly. No trespassing. I'm going to add that. No trespassing. SPASSING. Yeah, no trespassing allowed. Exactly. Trespassing is going onto private property. Going onto private property without permission. Yeah. Remain out, so stay out. Meaning to prevent entry. For example, the fence keeps out wild animals. So we've gone from keeping out the rain to keeping out wild animals. Memory tip, the animals stay out because of the fence. Okay? Keep out. Number 6 is keep in. So it's the opposite of keep out. Keep in. So you can think as well of like break out and break in. All right. Get in, get out. The first meaning is you might see that the vacant property has been boarded up or secured. Now no trespassing sign. Exactly, Cole. Yeah. You might see the vacant property has been boarded up. Yeah. And you should keep out. Often teenagers and stuff try to go inside, don't they? They try to go inside and have a party or whatever. Okay, but we should keep out. And then keep in is the opposite. It means to stay indoors. For example, the snow kept us in all weekend. So we couldn't go out because of the snow. So the snow kept us in. The snow prevented us from going out. Even though they like to try, it could have big consequences on safe buildings. Absolutely, Cole. It could have huge consequences, especially like if the ceiling collapses, or if a fire starts, or if there are electrical cables or poison inside. Entering private property is a huge risk. And I learned a really serious lesson last year, about a year and a half ago. I went hiking. I went hiking with a friend of mine, and we crossed under a fence. I thought it was my idea. I take full responsibility. It was a very bad idea. We wanted to get to one point, and we saw a fence, so we went under the fence. And then we walked for a few kilometers obviously on private property, and then we realized that there were giant dogs on the same property, and it was terrifying. We should have kept out and gone around. We should not have gone in. It was really bad. Luckily, we were okay. We escaped unscathed, but I would never again like to trespass onto private property. It's definitely not a good idea. Luck someday in trespassing. Yeah, Wilfred is worried. Trespassing is not a good idea. It's really not. Yeah, I learned the hard way. I'd be totally scared. Yeah, CC, and it was a freaking masteen. It was two. There was dogs everywhere, but like some of them were locked in, but two of them were loose. Luckily, they were very far away, and we had some time, but it was very bad experience. Never again. Damn, I thought you will say big bears. Anyway, sounds scary. Oh, big bears, no. Luckily, oh my God, if it was a bear. But I think the masteen could have done almost as much damage, eh? Rita, what did you mean here by lock someday in? Do you mean lock someone? I think you mean lock, no? I think you're saying, okay, so lock would be like this, lock, to lock in, Rita, like this, okay, yeah, to lock in, exactly, to lock somebody in, somebody or something, yes, I have to lock my cat in to keep him in. No? So I have to lock him in to keep him in. Thanks, Cole. That's awesome. Okay. Good job, Rita. Yeah. I saw lock and I thought lock. Yes, lock. L-O-C-K. Well done. Or to keep him from, to keep him from escaping. To keep someone from, and that's also with keep. Good job. Okay, I don't know what your name is, but you've got the red glasses. Really, really good job. To keep him from escaping. Brilliant. That's an excellent one. And it's also with keep. I love that because we're doing keep today. I'm going to put that here in red. Love it. Mark, can you also do later a journey into Bhutan anthology? Really? Mark? It's quite funny because I have my exam tomorrow. Okay. And which is your exam? Oh, it's about Bhutan anthology. Okay. Okay, yeah. Actually, I have a list of places that I still want to travel, and the number one place that I want to travel to is Bhutan. I think Bhutan has the highest level of happy people in the world, I believe. I think the past paper might be about Bhutan or a passage to Africa. Yeah. Bhutan is the happiest place on the planet, I think. Do you know the Explorer's Daughter? I don't, Mark, unfortunately. Yeah, but I really want to go to Bhutan. I think you need a special visa to go there, eh? I think you need like a special permission to go there. Okay, so you remain in the house, meaning to prevent someone from going out. For example, the teacher kept the students in after class. And that's a really, really good example. And it's really, 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 really common, this one. Okay. Yeah, so memory tip, they must stay in, as in inside. Okay. Meaning 3, that was, during COVID, we all had to stay in, didn't we? We all had to stay inside, keep indoors during COVID. Number 3, and this one is really for C1. Suppress feelings or emotions. Suppress feelings or emotions. For example, he kept his anger in. He kept his anger in. So, memory tip, the emotion stays inside. Some pets, like house cats, prefer to stay in and they don't cope well outside. Well done. Good job. Yeah, I like it. So I love that one. That's emotive language. Yeah. I really like that example, Cole. The chat is flying there, so I'm not going to... I would like to write it down. This is a very good example. House cats prefer to stay in as they don't tend to do well outdoors. Yeah, well done. I love that example. House cats. Emotive language. Yeah. You know, interesting curiosity. I don't know, guys. I know that there are some people listing is structure. I know some people here are Spanish and I think Italian. Maybe not English, but in England, people have a reputation for keeping their emotions inside. Whereas you're Spanish, Mark, cool. Whereas Spanish people and Italian people, they have a reputation, at least in the south, for like expressing their emotions very fast. You're doing GCSE, we're studying to British school. Oh, cool. Okay. Spanish people are very explosive with their emotions, and actually, people say it's healthier for your heart. There is a study that keeping your emotions inside those societies that keep their emotions in, keep their anger in, keep their frustration in, they have higher levels of heart attack. Hey, I read this somewhere. Let it out, Rita. Exactly. Don't keep it in. Let it out. I love that. Yeah. Don't keep it in. Let it out. Yeah. I keep in touch or keep in mind. Exactly. Keep in touch or keep in mind. Awesome. They're so cool. Good job, Barbie. Yeah. Yeah. Love it. Let it out. Yeah. I should get more into my coursework in first person or in third. Do your coursework in first person or in third? I think you should do both, Mark, because you get higher marks if you can show your teacher that you can use both, if it's an English exam. And if it's, yes, if it's an English exam, I mean, if that's the type of paper you're writing, open up, really, yeah. So it depends. I mean, obviously it depends on the situation, whether you keep it in or let it out, you know? And I think it depends on your culture as well, doesn't it? But yeah, but there is some evidence that keeping your emotions in too much is negative for your health. We finish off the coursework in year 10 and it counts for my year 11 grade. Awesome. Okay, cool. So the next one is keep back. So meaning 1. This is to hide information. This is from C1 Cambridge, okay? Yeah, for sure. It comes up. It's in their dictionary of phrasal verbs with keep. For example, she kept back an important detail. So this means she gave a lot of the details, but she withheld, or she didn't reveal something important. Now this is omit, exclude, brilliant, Cole, yeah. Omit, exclude. If you are in a court of law or this is a legal thing and you are required to give information, if you keep back information and they discover that you kept back information, you could be in big trouble. Okay? So the information stays in the back, right? In the back. It's not revealed. Don't disclose is another one. Any of you guys studying law? Don't disclose information. Don't reveal. They're all really good synonyms. Number 2, prevent advancement. For example, fear can keep people back from success. Okay? Keep people back. Another one here is hold back. That's a synonym for this one. So if you're afraid, you can't go forward. So the fear is keeping you back, preventing you from going forward. Don't come clean, Rita. Yeah. Don't come clean is don't admit that you are guilty. Yeah, slightly different, because don't come clean is when you admit that you're guilty. But if I'm not guilty, I may have to go to court or be required to give information about a guilty person. And I could keep back information. If it's about my friend or somebody in my family, I'm not guilty, but I could keep back information, you know? But come clean is when you are guilty and you admit that you are guilty. So don't come clean is that you don't admit that you are guilty. Fully truth teller, fully tell the truth. Exactly. Yeah, that's it. Good job. Okay. So the information is in the back to that. Okay. Meaning to prevent advancement. So fear can keep people back from success, hold people back, for sure. I bet you guys have some ideas about that. I think everybody does know. We've all got situations where fear or being shy keeps us back, doesn't it? Unfortunately. So something is holding you back. Something is not letting you advance. Stuck. Yeah, something is keeping you stuck. Good job, Rita. Something is keeping you stuck. Brilliant. U-C-K. Yes. Slowing. Well done. Something is slowing you down. Something is slowing you down. Yes. Brilliant. Number 3 is reserve for later. For example, they kept back some money for emergencies. Now this is again C1 Cambridge, anybody doing their C1 exam. They kept back, so it's kind of like in this case, save, to save. Okay, when you're keeping back, so you've got your money, you want to spend it on this, this and this, but you decide to keep back some for a rainy day, just in case. Memory tip, so save it in the back pocket for later, right? To keep back. Getting cold feet can keep you back from passing your exam. We did cold feet last week, didn't we? Cold feet is more though, remember? Cold feet, Wilfred is worthy, is more for when you're going to get married. Save it for a rainy day, exactly, save for a rainy day. Yeah. Save for a rainy day. We did that something last week as well with that. Getting cold feet can keep you back from passing your exam. Yeah, getting cold feet. You could get cold feet before your exam, and it could keep you back from taking your exam. I think Wilfred is right. Then it could work. Look. So getting cold feet could keep you back from taking your exam. Now, yes. Because not passing, because to pass, you have to do the exam. But if you have cold feet, you may actually not go to the exam, right? I kept back some leftovers for later. I kept back, yeah, you could use that. I kept some leftovers back. Could limit you, yes, it could limit you, for sure. If you're keeping yourself back, you're limiting yourself. Keeping yourself back is limiting yourself. Yeah, not or not reaching your potential. Yeah, not reaching your potential. And the food one I kept back some leftovers for later. Yeah, I kept back some leftovers for later. Brilliant, Rita. Good job. Well done. Really nice. Okay, meaning 4, again, controlling emotions, right? Really, really common. He struggled to keep back tears. He struggled to keep back tears. So the tears are here but he's keeping them back. I think all of us have been in this situation, right? Yeah. It happens a lot at airports when you need to say goodbye to somebody you care about, somebody you love. And normally you feel like you want to cry, but you say, no, I'm not going to cry. Yeah, you hold back the tears. No, you hold back the tears. Right? Yeah, so it's like the tears are here, but you're like holding them back. Right? So hold back tears. Memory tip, push the tears back instead of letting them come out. Suppress, yeah, good job. Suppress, you're suppressing your emotions. Suppressing your emotions. Yeah, for sure. And again, we have depends on our culture, depends on the situation, if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Doesn't it? But nowadays people do mention like, yeah, it's not good to hold back or keep back your emotions all the time. Rise above your emotions, rising above. I suppose, yeah, it's interesting. Like I guess you're in a way you're controlling your emotions because if you rise above your emotions, you're not expressing them either, are you? But it's a good one. You can rise above it, yeah. Hello, student box. Rising above, rising up. Rising above, rising up. Yeah, that's interesting. I suppose sometimes after you express your emotions, then you can rise above it, right? Ignore. I think exactly. I think this is more similar. I think ignore. You're ignoring your emotions. Yeah, that's a similar one. Exactly. And then the last phrasal verb for today is keep up with. So this is similar to what we saw about keep up, but it's keep at the same speed or level as someone. For example, she runs so fast that I can't keep up with her. So that means I can't keep the same rhythm as her. You're trying to stay beside her, not fall behind. Okay? Is this one keep up with someone. The second meaning is to remain informed about developments. Resisting, you're resisting, yeah, or you're resisting, you're persisting. You're resisting, persisting, yeah. I went to running training on Thursday, and there was another woman. She was going a good speed, and I tried my best to keep up with her, and I did. I resisted, I persisted, so we finished together. It was cool. We motivated each other. Yeah. So, yeah, meaning to remain informed about development. So, for example, I read the news to keep up with current events. So, I read the news to keep up with current events. I read the news to keep up with current events, to stay updated. To stay updated, right? Stay informed. Yeah, in the know. Cool, that's amazing. To stay informed, F-O-R-M, informed, to stay in the know. I love that. Colin, you have a really, really high level of English. Or else you're a native speaker, I don't know. But I don't know why you would be watching this if you were a native speaker. But really, really, really good. Yeah, stay informed, stay in the know. Yeah. Resisting the emotion, I meant. Ah, yes, okay. Rita, resisting. Let me see. I'm resisting crying. Yeah, Rita, you could. Funny enough, it could be the same one. Resisting. Yeah. In that case, I would say resisting the pain, no, of the emotion. Absolutely, Rita. Sorry, I missed that there. Yeah, I had moved on. Exactly. You could for sure. You for sure. Resist the emotion. Resist feeling the emotions. Resist feeling the emotions. Totally. No, it's not your fault. It's my fault because I'm flying through these. And then I'm trying to look at the comments as well. And also it works for keep up with. It worked also. That was why it works here too. So it's okay. Okay, memory tip, yeah, stay up to date with something. And third meaning is to continue meeting demands or requirements, right? So this comes up in the quiz. The company couldn't keep up with consumer demand. So this is the consumer demand, ordering product, and the company is like here. It can't provide the amount of products that the consumers want. It's a really good example, actually. To the level, exactly, Rita. Yeah, they can't keep to this level. Okay, so the demand rises. The demand is going up for the product, and the provider should be able to stay at the same level as Rita says. You know, if they don't, well, they're missing opportunities, aren't they? In goal, how do you know that? That's really, really good. Good job. Exceptional demand. Yeah. My goodness. Inundated with orders. I don't know what level you have, Cole, but super duper. Well done. Exceptional demand. Yeah. I would probably say exceptionally high demand. No? At Christmas, for example. At Christmas, for example, there's often an exceptionally high demand. Brilliant. Yeah. Love inundated with orders, eh? That's super. Guys, that means that inundated comes from the Latin word inundar, which means to flood. So when you have a flood like Noah's Ark and the water is rising, and yeah, we know what happened with Noah's Ark. So the demand rises, you must rise. You must rise with it. The company must rise with it. Okay, they can't meet the demand. Good job, Silvita. Good job. They can't meet the demand. Yeah, I'm good. That's a really good one as well. They can't meet the demand. Excellent, brilliant. Also a really, really, really good one. Yeah, they can't meet the demand. Super. Okay, now I've got here some speaking questions. If anybody would like to try to answer these questions with me, you're so welcome. No pressure. Otherwise, I'll just keep going. But if anybody wants to give me a shout and speak with me, there's an opportunity here. Okay? Should drink something. I got these new straws. They're really cool. This is my first time using it. Okay, cool. So if anybody wants to speak, you can call. Okay. Is it a shark on the straw shark? I can't remember. I think this could be a giraffe, or maybe it's a shark. Yeah. Look, sorry. Oh my God. Maybe it's a shark. They are different animals, but honestly, I didn't look. I know that one is a dolphin. I'll have to, and one is a giraffe, I think. And maybe it's a shark. It's purple though. Yeah, purple shark. Yeah, it is cool. Okay, so keep up, right? This is maintain, stay informed, or match the pace. So discussion questions. I made some questions here. What do you listen to music, thinking, and writing in English? Yeah, the last straw. This is the first straw, but I like how you think Wilfred is worthy. I love English language, it's good. Do you know the phrase having a giraffe? Having a giraffe, Cole? What's that? He's having a giraffe. Does that mean he's flipping out or something? That's another one that I need to check. I haven't heard that. Yesterday there was yesterday or the day before, there was two Irish people in the chat and they also told me something that I had never heard of before. We decided that they were Gen Z. It is Cockney rhyming slang for having a laugh. Yeah? Okay, I didn't know. In Ireland we say having the crack. That expression got me in a lot of trouble in Holland. Having a giraffe. My goodness. Having a giraffe. Well, guys, in Cockney, having a giraffe is having a laugh. Okay, I like it. It's cool. The last straw. Okay. All right. Okay. So, how do you keep up with your English practice? Maintain. What habits are difficult to keep up? That's one question. You can think of if anybody can think of an example of one of these, you can write it in the chat or you can call me and tell me. So, what habits are difficult to keep up? For me, so every day I floss, but sometimes it's so annoying, you know? So I find that habit difficult to keep up. I do it, but it's difficult to keep up, honestly, flossing. But it's really important. Oh, drinking water is so. I'm in my drinking water phase at the moment, and I find it really difficult to keep up. Could exercise be one? Yeah, someone may like to, but can get harder with age. Yeah, could be. Keep up. It's hard to keep up. Yeah, keep up with the exercise. Yeah. I find it hard to keep up with running every week. Yeah, very good, Cece. Good job. Hello, Dash. Avoiding eating chocolate is really difficult to keep up with. Good job. I didn't know you ate chocolate. Are you keeping secrets? Yeah, that's or is that example for me? Yeah. Okay. So, what about this one? How do you keep up with the news? How do you keep up with the news? That's quite a funny one. Today, uh, I won't say who, somebody texted me some news and like very alarming news. And I looked at the bottom corner, and it said AI generated. So I wrote back and I said, oh, this is not really the news because this is fake news. It says there AI generated, and she, oh my god. So she's trying to keep up with the news. But hi Algerie DZ, hello. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Read websites or the newspapers. Yes, Cole. That's probably one of the best ways to keep up with the news. Read. I don't like keeping up with anything or anyone. No, you don't. Okay, that's another way to tackle this question. A lot of my students, they say that they don't like to keep up with the news. It's so negative, they don't want to keep up with what's going on. Is it difficult to keep up with technology these days? Stay current with, follow. Is it difficult? Keep up the good work. Yay. Good job, Wilfred is worthy. Keep up the good work. Okay, this one. To some people, it feels like a chore because each day has happy news and some sad news. Yeah, it does feel like a chore to some people, for sure. Yeah. They prefer to just focus on what's happening in their um, immediate circle, right? Yeah. Is it difficult to keep up with the technology these days? Yeah, I think it is probably a bit difficult. And the older you, well, yeah, I suppose, I don't know, you just have to make a bit of an effort, no? They like being in the present, yeah. They like being in the present, staying positive, people say as well, Then we have keep on, continue. So, have you ever wanted to quit something but kept on going? Me a lot. Yesterday in the running race, I definitely wanted to throw in the towel. We did this idiom last week. I definitely wanted to throw in the towel. I definitely wanted to give up. But I persevered. Exactly. To persevere. Nice one. Good job, Cole. Like Rocky. Yeah. Like Rocky. Bilboa. Exactly. Yes, I always did. You always do this? Okay. Yeah. In the race yesterday, when I got the stitch, I definitely wanted to throw in the towel, to give up. I keep up my English with AI. Yeah, good job, student box. Okay. Yeah, it's a good one. Go on. Okay. Persevere. So what motivates you to keep on learning English? For me, it's, I think, learning languages. It's being able to speak to more people and getting new points of view. So, for example, when I learned Spanish, not only was I able to learn and speak and make friends with people in Spain, but then I traveled to South America and I thought, oh my goodness, I can speak to people from Chile, Argentina, Mexico, Paraguay, Bolivia, Uruguay, all of Central America. It was like opening up a whole world, and you can speak directly with these people, and it was incredible. Really, really incredible. What was it? Keep up your English level. Don't stray from your path. This is a Star Wars quote, right? Don't stray from your path. Brilliant. Cole, teacher Vikki has me motivated within learning process through thorough explanations. Oh, thanks, Cole. Through thorough explanations. Love that. That's like a bit of a tongue twister. I appreciate that. It's international language, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, it is really. It's, like, okay, I'm English is one of my first languages, so for me, it's cool. I have to admit, but there are many other languages, in really important languages, and language is just fantastic. And I think what we all need to do is try to speak a few languages. Each person should speak a few languages. I like English. Even I'm tired, I listen to stories. And yeah, and you can listen to new movies and stories and a lot of it's really good idea, Algeria. That is so yeah, it is such a nice feeling, Cece. It's such a nice feeling to be able to speak to people. I'm Italian. We don't keep up English because English teachers speak Italian. Yeah. It's the same in Ireland. Unfortunately, student box, unfortunately, is a problem. My teachers also spoke in English when they were teaching different languages, and it doesn't really work, you know. Algeria, yes, I enjoy that. English is complex as British English and American English, and also language wise, sign language. Yes, sign language is another really good one. Would make a text in a box to listen? Yes, good job, student box. And I mean, any way that you can keep up with your English is good. People always ask, what's the best way? And I say the best way is a way that you can stay consistent. So if you can find something that you like a bit and you can do a little bit every day or every week for a long period of time, that's how you're going to make progress. So what should people keep doing even when it's difficult? Okay, keep learning. In my case, practicing yoga, and sometimes I couldn't be bothered, or I want to stop after 5 minutes, but I keep going because I know it's good for me. The best way is unique. Yes, I think it's unique, Cole, to be honest. Could be a book, tutor, teacher, video. No person is the same. Totally agree, Cole. I think the key is consistency. You need to find something that you can do like at least weekly, and then you make progress. Okay. Number 3, keep away. So this is avoid, stay away from, prevent from approaching. So the questions are, what foods should some people keep away from? I keep away from gluten, eh? I'm putting in chat, will I put it here? But I keep away from gluten. I keep away from gluten and dairy, honestly. Yeah. The best recipe is loving it. Yeah, Rita, find something you enjoy. Exactly. I keep away from gluten and dairy. Sugary snacks, beer, meats. Yeah, deli meats, especially CC. Or coal, sorry, deli meats, especially. Coal, yeah. Absolutely. Alcohol, well, I guess alcohol is not a food, is it? Or beer, yeah. Food. Sugary snacks and drinks, deli meats, what else? Yeah. Processed food, I guess. No, we should probably keep away from processed food. Next one, what situations do you try to keep away from? Yeah, I try to keep away from gossip, honestly. I try to keep away from places where people are gossiping. This is a true story. See you tomorrow. Thanks for being here, Rita. Yeah, I try to keep away from people when people are gossiping. Okay, staff rooms. Oh my goodness, yeah, staff rooms. I think they're a little bit toxic. The next one. Did your parents tell you to keep away from anything when you were a child? Did your parents tell you to keep away from anything when you were a child? Yeah. My parents definitely told me to keep away from boys, drugs, alcohol, for sure. For sure. Strangers. Yeah, keep away from strangers. Good job. Good job. Well done. Okay. I try to keep away from more conflicts. Yeah, from more conflict. Exactly, from conflict. Yeah. So then conflict at work. Yeah, me too, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna move on now, guys. I'm gonna mark this because I'm gonna do it from here tomorrow. All right. And I want because I want to do a couple of these questions with you. I want to keep away from arguing with people. Yeah, totally. Keep away from arguing with people. Take away is correct. I tried to take away. Student box? What do you mean there by take away? As in, are you saying it's a synonym for keep away? They're a bit different. I'm just wondering what context you're thinking of there now. Now, for this one, I can't with my younger colleagues when it comes to learning. Is it A, keep back, B, keep on, C, keep out, or D, keep up? Does anybody have the answer? Anybody more? Anybody else? Want to try? Don't be shy. When I go to a restaurant and not eat in a restaurant, yeah, I take away. You get a takeaway. Yeah. Good job, student box. You get the food to take away. What do you guys think for this one? Like keep away from a place. See. Maria. You guys are so good. Like, okay. So in this case, a couple of people have got it correct. Okay, so the answer would be D. Keep up with. It's like to maintain the level of my younger colleagues in this case. So I can't keep up with my younger colleagues when it comes to learning new software. It's this one. Okay? Cole and Sylvie got it correct. I can't keep up with my younger colleagues. Okay? It would be keep up. Can't be the same as my colleagues. They're more advanced. Okay? Good job, Sylvis. Yeah, Sylvita. Okay, number 2. I should keep this bit down. The witness was accused of crucial information from investigators. A. Keeping away. B. Keeping back. C. Keeping up. D. Keeping off. Hello, Anna. So remember, this is the one where... Can you split this from earlier? Are you being serious? We were doing this earlier. Yes, we were. Are you joking? I'm not sure if Cole is joking about really. Do you want me to go back and check this one again? The answer is, I think it's to be with. Yes, it is withholding. It is withholding. Yes. Withholding information, important information. So you give some information and then you other information. So the answer is keep back. Good job, guys. I'm not sure what this one would be though on the list. Keeping back. Keeping back information, Cole. Yeah. Good job, guys. Well done. So the witness was accused of keeping back crucial information, withholding crucial information from investigators. Keeping back. Withhold is keep back. So yeah, so you don't have to repeat, you don't tell them. You give some information, but you don't give other information. You withhold it. You keep it back. Yeah, exactly. You're welcome. Okay, number 3. During the outbreak, residents were advised to... That one did trip me up. It did trip me up. Yeah, that's okay. It's your job. Okay. So during the outbreak, residents were advised to from crowded areas. A, keep in. B, keep away. C, keep back. Or D, keep on. This one is a bit tricky. During the outbreak, residents were advised to from crowded areas. You guys are on fire. Well done. It's keep away. Right? So put a distance. Good job, guys. I can't read all the names out. Good job. Yeah. Well done. Super. It was B. Yay, Anna. Okay, during the outbreak, residents were advised to keep away. So keep a distance from crowded areas. Line the keep away. Line the keep away. Okay. Number 4, the storm, us, all weekend. A, kept out. B, kept back. C, kept in. Or D, kept up. What do you think? So there was a big storm outside, so we were not able to go out. What do you think? We were not able to go. Student box. Student box, I do individual lessons, yes. You can send me a message on DM, on my DMs. Okay? You can send me, you can check my website, or you can get my WhatsApp from my website, or you can send me a DM on TikTok. Okay? Whoa, guys, you're so smart. So the answer is kept in. So we were stuck inside. Okay, student box. We were stuck inside. Well done. So the storm kept us in all weekend. So it prevented us from going out. Good job. Okay, number 5. Students should social media while preparing for important exams. Students should social media while preparing for important exams. We were at home. You were at home exactly because of the storm. You had to stay in exactly. Students should social media. So it's like this means like not use social media. Okay, student box, it could be keep away from, but it's not here. It could be keep away from, but it would have to be keep away from social media, but it's not in this list of options. Brilliant, guys. You are so smart. It's keep off social media. What's the difference between keep away and keep off? Hello, me magic guy. So each one of them has several different meanings. Hello. In this case, keep off is like refrain from using it. So keep away is when you make a distance between you and something. Okay, so it could be a keep away, but that's not an option here. It would have to be keep away from social media. If you're going to mention the thing, keep away from social media, it means to put a distance. So it's like the social media is 1 kilometer over there, and you are 1 kilometer away from the social media. But keep off, maybe your mobile phone is here next to you when you are studying, but you don't interact with it, you don't touch it, you don't engage with your mobile phone. This is keep off, even though it's there. So when you say keep away, you kind of they're so similar, but it's like a distance between, like, oh my god, stay away, like far away from me, you know. They're a bit similar, yeah. Similar. Does that make sense? Me, magic guy. I hope that makes sense. Bit similar, yeah. What was the word? Yeah. Do not turn on. Yeah, do not turn on, exactly. Keep off, we are not connected. Yeah, keep off. Yeah, very okay, cool, awesome. Cool. I'm glad. Okay, next one. Professionals need to changes to their industry to remain competitive. A, keep away from. B, keep up with, C, keep back from, or D, keep out of. So professionals need to changes in their industry to remain competitive. Yes, you are far off. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, okay, we got this one. Good job, guys. Well done. It's keep away from. No, keep away from was keep B, keep up with. It's keep up with, it's keep up with B. Yeah. It's keep up with. Yeah. Okay, like stay up to date, stay updated. Brilliant. Good job, guys. Wilfred is worthy, Vadim, Barbie, Silvita, Cici, Annalie, it was B. Okay, good job. So 7. She struggled to her tears during the farewell speech. Okay, so farewell means, do you guys know what it means? It means goodbye. Farewell is like another word for saying goodbye. Okay, struggled is like she fought, so it was difficult for her, really difficult for her. Okay, good job, Mematic guy, well done. So she struggled to her tears, okay? So she felt like she was going to cry. And she struggled to, you know, this one is difficult, is it? Oh my gosh. We've got a few different answers here. So remember, we were speaking about expressing your emotions or not expressing your emotions. So you can think about, the tears are here and she's trying to hide them. Vadim, exactly, she's trying to hide them. She doesn't want to express them. She doesn't want to show them. She wants them to stay, Ana, como en el fondo. Okay, she wants them to stay en el fondo. Expression your emotions. Selma, hello, Selma. So the answer is C. Okay, hi, Selma. The answer is C. She struggled to keep back. So Sienna, yeah, good job. She struggled to keep back her tears during the farewell speech. Okay, so her tears, she wanted to cry and she was keeping them back in the background. And it was difficult. She was struggling. All right. And number 8, I think we'll do one more because then I would like to show you a few idioms and then we'll tidy up for the day. So the new security system is designed to unauthorized visitors. The new security system is designed to unauthorized visitors. And we have keep up, keep out, keep on, or keep back. What do you guys think? This is a kind of a hard one. I put some asterisks because I thought it was difficult. Right, so the new security system, so the question is a bit tricky. So it means that they cannot even come near the zone. Okay, they can't come near. So this is the periphery and they can't come near the periphery. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's a tricky one. So the answer was actually keep out. Keep out. I also, keep back, it's a bit confusing. But because it's the periphery, keep back usually is when people are coming closer and closer and closer, and there are different places, and finally somebody says, hey, you need to stay back from here. But this is like one periphery for the for this place, and the people have to stay outside of that, everyone. Outside of an area, mimetic guy, exactly, outside of an area, keep out. Yeah, keep out. Keep back is more like if it was maybe some security guards or something, and the paparazzi is trying to follow a famous person, they have to try to keep them back, you know. But keep out is like when there's a definite periphery outside of an area. I like that one, me guy. Yeah, good job. Keep them out of. Good job, Algeria. Yeah, keep out. Well done. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this one here for today. We'll come back to this tomorrow. But now, because I have a few more questions here, I prepared a lot today actually. And I wanted to show you, let's look at just a few of these, okay? So these are the idioms that I picked for today with keep. Maybe we can go through one or two. Point of all people have stay in case of fire. Student box. That's like keep. That's like yeah, it's like a meeting area if there's a fire. Yeah. Okay. And me, Marikai, keep an eye on. Yeah, to monitor someone. I love how, yeah, to monitor, exactly. So, when you say keep an eye, it's one eye. So we have two eyes, and you're asking them, hey, you can do your thing. I don't want to annoy you, but just one eye. Can you look now and then at this just to check, to monitor? Don't do anything. Just make sure everything is okay. If you have two eyes, it won't work. Keep an eye on the camera. The camera. Wilfred's very good job. You got to close one. Well, I think it's more that if you're it happens a lot. Like if you're at the beach, no, and maybe it's very busy. It's in summer. There are a lot of people, and maybe you and your friend want to go swimming, but you don't want to. It was made for pirates. Are you joking? That's a really good one. I don't know if you're joking. Are you joking? Or this is really about pirates? I didn't know that. No, it's not. I don't mind. I'm going to steal it. It was made for pirates. I think that's genius. I love this. That's so funny. That's so funny. It's not. It's not a joke. It's not true. Okay. Oh, that's really funny. Yeah. So if you're at the beach and you're going swimming into the water and you're afraid about your bag, you can ask the people next to you if they look normal. Excuse me, can you keep an eye on our stuff while we go swimming, right? Because they can do their thing and have their picnic and enjoy the sun, and it's only one eye, so the point is that it's you don't have to be like looking with both of your eyes all the time constantly, right? Yeah, keep an eye on the children at the reception area. I dare you to do the gesture when you have to do the gesture like R. No. Oh, I have a joke. Okay, for everybody, but especially for you, me, Marikai. It's very bad. This is the joke. Why are pirates called pirates? All ears. You're all ears. Why are pirates called pirates? Does anybody know? Why are pirates called pirates? I don't know. Because they just are. It's very bad. I told you it's very bad. But yeah. Okay. So now I love to remember these things. I love to look at the possible origins. Some of them are so old that you just don't know where the hell this idiom. I didn't see it coming. You didn't see it coming. Yeah. I told you it was bad. So I remember a teacher told this when I was 6. Do you remember? Really, Cici? Okay. Was it an English teacher? That's so funny. Yeah, so I do think that looking at the possible origins of the idiom, yes, it was. Okay. Yes. Did you laugh? Meet the Parents movie, also keep an eye on. Yeah, Barbie, exactly. Oh, yeah, Meet the Parents. Yeah, very good one. Do you also teach English for aviation? I do. Oh, maybe I do. I have had a few pilots quite a few pilots now, and I have had a few of them work for Ryanair now. I'm waiting one day to meet them on the Ryanair plane because I expect to get a free coffee or something. And I worked at an aviation school. I gave a course to flight attendants, and several of them are working for different airlines now. And I see a free flight. I don't know if I'd get a free flight, but I would hope to get at least a free coffee or something, or that they say hello to me on the microphone. I'm waiting for this. This is cool. I can tell you a funny story really quick. I think I told this story last week. One of my students, he did an interview for Ryanair, and he didn't get picked. But they said to him, they wrote him an email. Normally they don't, they just reject you. But they wrote him an email. They said, look, we like your profile, but you need to improve your English. So through another friend of his, he contacted me. We had English class, and he went again for another interview. And they said to him, how did you improve your English? And he said, oh, I got a teacher. She's from Ireland. They said, oh, what part of Ireland is she from? And he said, she's from Cork. And they said, oh my God, Cork people have a really bad accent. Yeah, funny story, true story. So he's working for Ryanair now, but I haven't seen him yet on a flight. So you'd like to be a flight attendant. It's such a cool job. Really, really cool job. Yeah, and English definitely helps for that. Okay, so right, possible meaning. So keep an eye on something. Apart from it was made for pirates, okay? This idiom dates back several centuries and comes from the idea that your eyes are your primary tool for observing and protecting. Originally, it simply meant to physically watch something closely, but over time it developed the broader meaning of monitoring a situation, person, or trend. Okay, this one. Yes. For example, the board is keeping a close eye on inflation before making any investment decisions. Journalists have been keeping an eye on the negotiations to see whether an agreement can be reached. And 3, we need to keep an eye on emerging trends if we want to remain competitive. Okay, awesome. So I have some questions, right? If anybody would like to call me up and talk, you can. So, what developments do you keep an eye on in your industry? Can I say, can you keep an eye on the pot on this? Yes, Silvita, exactly. Oh, that's a brilliant one. Let me add that. I like it. So, can you keep an eye on the pot on the stove for me? I love that. That's a fantastic example. Yeah, really good. Brilliant. What developments do you keep an eye on in your industry? Do governments keep enough of an eye on large technology companies? What should parents keep an eye on when their children use social media? Yeah. I think probably now, I think a lot of countries are agreeing that kids, teenagers even, should not use social media in general. I think that parents should keep an eye on definitely like the amount of time that kids are on social media, because kids should probably be reading books, doing sports, spending time with their friends, interacting, doing things to improve their motor skills as well. Hello, Katja Chimin. Hello. Because I think when you're on a mobile phone, on a screen, and you're underage, you're not moving, you're not using your legs, you're not using your heart, you're not using your mind. So I think it does probably hinder the development of intelligence, I would say. The parents should keep an eye on their kids if they are using TikTok. Yeah, me, Marika, They should. I mean, like, again, it totally depends. The thing is, with social media, I love social media. YouTube and TikTok, I love them. My goodness. But I hope I'm smart enough to follow people who um, give me information that like improves my life, right? And not follow people who are saying and doing unhelpful things. But I don't know if teenagers have this type of judgment, or so they can definitely fall into wasting time learning about things that are really not useful, things that are untrue. So they should definitely keep an eye on their kids for sure. Okay, cool, guys. So I think I'm gonna put a mark here for it to continue with this tomorrow. Is this IELTS? Hello, Blue Bear. This would be IELTS level 7 or 8, I think. Yeah, C1. It would be advanced material for IELTS. Yes, not specifically for the IELTS exam, but the vocabulary would be for a high mark in IELTS. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to shoot down now to the bottom here. Yes. So I picked just a few more quotes to finish up. These quotes are all again with keep, and I wanted them to be like thought provoking, something nice to think about. I think they're all positive. So the first one is by Mahatma Gandhi. He said, "Keep your thoughts positive because your thoughts become your words." Keep your thoughts positive because your thoughts become your words. The second one, which is really nice, it's a Chinese proverb. And it said, "Keep a green tree in your heart, and perhaps a singing bird will come." The words shape you. Yeah, Mima the guy, for sure. Absolutely. And your words become your act. Exactly. This is the whole point that I wanted to say here. I'm going to write down, I like what you said. The words shape the way you see things, for sure. And the words, let's put and your words, no? We'll say your words. Your words shape the way you see things, and your words become your acts. And your acts become your life, right? I think. I have C1 in IELTS. Can I study in most of the UK? Yeah, if you have C1 in IELTS, I think so. And Ireland, yeah. Ireland and the UK often ask for the IELTS exam, Blueberry. You're going to act and the thoughts. Yeah. What is it? Thoughts become words, words become acts. Thoughts become words, and words become actions. Yeah, that's right. Keep your fingers crossed. We'll win the game on Wednesday. Keep your fingers crossed. Okay. You're on the previous one. I'm going to get to that now. Keep your fingers crossed. I learned the origin of this when I was preparing these notes for Class Wolford is Worthy. It's really interesting. The origin of fingers crossed. I did not know what it was until today. Number 3 is keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Theodore Roosevelt. Really nice one also. Number 4, keep your heart clear and transparent, and you will never be bound. Lao Tzu. I really love his stuff as well. And the last one, keep your soul clean and your thoughts pure. Greatness will follow naturally. So this is often attributed to spiritual teachings inspired by Swami, and I cannot say this, Vivekananda, I think. Okay? Awesome, guys. So I'm going to let you go. I'm going to love you and leave you, okay, for tonight. Happy Sunday. I hope you all had a really nice weekend. All right? And I'll see what I can do tomorrow or the day after. If anybody wants to be, you're so welcome, Cece. If anybody wants to be in the WhatsApp group, I'm sorry that my lives are at a different time every day. It just depends on the day. Tomorrow I have a very special, you're so welcome, buddy. Tomorrow I have a very special student. She doesn't have class even every month. Keep your chin up. You saw it. You're welcome, Sarita. And so she asked me for a class tomorrow night. She's a friend, so I will do that. So I don't know what time I will be finished really tomorrow. Maybe I'll jump on for a bit, but that's why the WhatsApp group is so useful. So if you want to be in the WhatsApp group, everybody is welcome. Just send me your WhatsApp number on the DMs and I will add you to the group. And that's where I'm letting everybody know when I'm going on. Okay. And I will send the notes as well that we go through every day. All right. Thank you for your time. You're so welcome, Marikai. Out of the blue. Thank you. It was very, I'm glad, Barbie. I'm so glad. Okay. Awesome, guys. So, look, we'll see each other tomorrow or the day after. I will let you know on WhatsApp. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good evening and have a good start to the week tomorrow. Bye bye. See you later, guys. Thanks.